Hello, this is EunSoo from Team Bloom. Before we dive in, let's talk about the serious issue affecting young adults these days. Today, we stand here as a young adult seeking to make a difference in this world. We aim to support young people who are not in education, employment, or training in reconnecting with society and building meaningful pathway forward. And we are starting with the market where this issue is especially severe, one that is also close my heart, South Korea. Let me talk about the Jisoo, a young adult in South Korea. She entered the business major without a clear goal. After graduating without direction or support, she couldn't find a job. As her peers advanced in their careers, Jisoo began to withdraw. Her anxiety grew, leading her to withdraw from social media and fell into isolation. She was uncertain on her path ahead, and applying for a job was the only thing she could do. Currently, over 1.2 million young adults in Korea have given up on job seeking. Out of them, 540K people live completely disconnected from society. Education should support personal growth and career exploration. But in Korea, even after entering university, many feel disconnect from what they're studying. In fact, 60 of Korea graduates say their job don't match their major. The average young generation suicide rate in OECD country is 10.9 per 100K people. In Korea, it's more than double. Over half cite economic or career-related stress. This isn't just an employment problem. It's about mental health, identity, and quality of life. After surveying 50 isolated young generation and interviewing 10 of them, we found that most of them didn't know even what their strengths were. But they still wanted to reconnect with society. They wanted to practical advice, real motivation, and sense of direction. So we targeted socially isolated young adults in their mid-20s and late 20s and asked ourselves this question: how might we help young adults in their late 20s discover meaningful career paths based on their strengths, interests, not just their college major?
And today, our answer for that is Bloom. So Bloom is a digital tool that helps young Korean adults discover meaningful career paths and build daily routines by exploring their strengths and interests in a playful and social way. Bloom follows a vibrant and playful style that spans both its language and design direction to better connect with users. And as part of the onboarding process, users will be able to explore 9 different industries regardless of age or GPA based on their interests. And lastly, as they complete onboarding, they will receive an assigned type based on what they actually answered. So for example, today here, we have Jisoo as a creative thinker. So we arrive at the main star of the show, the main page of Bloom, where the magic all happens. And on this main page, users will be able to find themselves, their virtual room, and their current personal progress. More importantly, on this page here, they will be able to find daily missions that are dynamically generated by AI based on their assigned type from onboarding. Bloom will also use the data from these completed missions to personalize career recommendations to each individual user. So, even if you're a creative thinker, your recommended career path could differ drastically from someone else who is also a creative thinker. We also send push notifications to guide daily behavior for our users, and we have also implemented a point system to reward them as they complete each daily mission. Also, each daily mission, some of them will actually incorporate free courses from Udemy and Khan Academy, for example, at appropriate stages to guide them to build their expertise in their relevant fields. What we actually see here is that users will be able to use their points to personalize their own virtual rooms, reflecting their personal growth over time, and this is something they will see front and center on the main page of their app. These virtual rooms will also form a virtual village that they actually can participate in group missions. And we do hope that with this community feature and this page, users will be able to join small interest-based groups to grow a sense of belonging through low-pressure networking and group challenges. Within the platform as well, users will be able to find a dedicated chat feature to get tailored guidance anytime. So firstly, users will be able to speak with AI-generated experts to seek career prospect-related advice. This AI-generated experts will be able to provide role-specific insights to help users better find a role that fits them best. Secondly, they will also be able to connect with real mentors for practical advice and industry insights. We do hope that this chat feature will be able to help users gain motivation, clarity through personalized, low-pressure conversations. With all of that said, we would like to show you how Bloom could look like in the hands of our users. And there we just had a glimpse into the life of Jisoo. Now, let's talk business. Bloom has 3 revenue streams. Firstly, a $13 per month subscription model that is similar to online platforms that promote self-development and therapy that's available on the market. Secondly, B2B platforms for content partnerships, as previously mentioned, like Khan Academy and Udemy. And lastly, B2G partnerships with governmental youth programs around the world. We hope to obtain 1,000 users per week with a retention rate of over 40%. And after 13 months, we expect to have 20,000 monthly active users with a retention rate above 60%. This will allow us to break even. We initially hoped to launch in Korea, where we have identified a pool of 1,740,000 potential users. This is first and foremost the market that's closest to our hearts. As part of our next step, we would like to expand into East Asia with culturally similar countries, the likes of Japan, Taiwan, and Singapore. Then Europe with Spain and Italy, with countries that have low youth unemployment rate. And lastly, into United States, where we hope to target users with gap years. Thank you.
Thank you. This looks like a lot of fun.
It was.
Actually, I'd love to. Your presentation was very playful, and also from the perspective of a user, I'd love to pick up your app. It's beautiful. Seems like a lot of fun. I love that you talked a bit about the ecosystem play, and I think I heard a little bit about businesses. I am curious if you could say a little bit more about what you think the best ways are for employers to help accelerate your outcomes.
So right now, it's like this solution help to like young isolated generations to really enter the society. So we just think about the business as like initial business model as like subscription model, and then like normally like young generations spend a lot of like education and like mental health for like in Korea like over like 5 USD per month, and then like we calculate based on the like subscription fee, and then also like we mentioned the like B2G and B2B model, and then like they can like support like in the government they are not like pursue the like profit. So I think like if we can like help them to like to promote some like government program, then it will be like help like for the like win-win for like government and then like for us too. So I think.
And also, I think lastly, this platform, what we're actually trying to target here is actually to get young adults out of social isolation, which in itself we have already identified as a really, really heavy issue. There's a lot of momentum behind this. So while first half of this platform, it's all about actually job hunting, we also focus on actually getting them to build a daily routine, to actually get them out of this first. To us, that's actually the most important, to actually get them out of this very deep and dark area, and then into actually job hunting, which is in a way almost a bonus to us, because we want to get people reconnecting to society first and foremost. That's the most important thing in the world that we live in today. And job hunting comes next. So, I mean, in a way, if we do actually get success within this, we can actually look towards actually helping employers work from their side as well. But again, what we want to address here it's a social issue of this momentum of getting people out of this hole that they have around the world.
I had a thought that you could probably test this in the metropolitan DC area right now. But, I applaud you looking at social isolation. So Robert Putnam, who wrote Bowling Alone, has a new book out on building community. And I noticed, you might want to pick that up, and I noticed that some of the churches now are starting poker night to bring people back. So I think that after COVID, there has been this more acute need for people, and you put a light on that, and I think this has a lot of promise in lots of places.
Thank you so much.
I would agree, and I think that you had mentioned in your deck the community. And, because we know that social isolation, a 20-minute conversation with your neighbor, a day, actually helps so much, makes someone feel less isolated. And so I'm hoping that the community that you build, because they're all facing the same situation, so they have, they can commiserate together, somehow connects people with, within who's using Bloom to kind of help with that. Because I think that, in addition, I love the getting out and developing a routine, but it's that one-on-one conversation sometimes. It doesn't have to last for very long every day that can really help the isolation piece.
Lovely project.
Thank you.
May I ask one quick question to clarify? I love the missions. They're wonderful. Are they all AI generated, or would an employer be able to generate a mission to maybe test a skill?
They're not actually all AI generated, but like some of them, like maybe I would say about 60% of them will be AI generated, because then again, that powers, this personalized guidance towards a career path that works best for them. But again, some of the daily missions will also be structured, just really simple ones, like going out to take a walk, find something that interests you today, document that, share those stories. Those are also very important. Just like the basic step-by-step things to actually get people out of this hole. Those are very important. So those are like the building blocks. But again, AI generation is just how we actually leverage, the power of what we have today to actually personalize it a bit more towards someone, instead of just a rote template that you would find with, a competitor, for example.